Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio, your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hello and a very warm good evening from the UK. My name is Dr. Madeleine Chan and I'm going to be with you for the next 26 minutes on USA Global TV and Radio, where I will be presenting my topic on the episode of Talking Heads. Sorry, that was a bit of a mouthful. So welcome to USA Global TV and Radio viewers. Welcome to our LinkedIn, our Instagram, our Facebook, our Twitter X, and TikTok, and of course, LinkedIn. Oops, LinkedIn. And E360 TV viewers. So a very warm welcome to you all. It's Monday, and therefore you've had a great weekend. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, and now we're ready for the proactive, productive working week. So which goes on now for me to explain to you the topic for today, which is quantum jumping between two timelines. I know, I was like completely, what is this? Because there is no script. And sometimes I get the download before the show, a day before the show, or just maybe even an hour before the show. Yep, that's right. Our producer and chief of operations, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, she has faith and trust and praying also that it comes through, which it does. It's delivered. No other TV operation will operate like that because we are in the now moment. Therefore, today I'm going to be talking about quantum jumping between two timelines. But before I do, we need to clear a little bit of energy, because right now the energy is all over the place. And when we're somewhere else, we need to close down that energy. We activate that energy before we go into that space, and we close it down. Then we come into the now moment, which is this energy, this frame, if you think about it like that way. So here is my lovely singing bowl from Tibet. And what we do is take the mallet. Oops, my goodness. I'm all whoopsie-daisy today. Okay. And with this mallet, it strikes a certain frequency, a nice low bass sound. But before I go on to doing the, how can I say, the healing and clearing the energy, the stuck energy, I want to explain a little bit about this beautiful singing bowl. So my real brother and stepsister, would it be stepsister? No, from the sister-in-law. Oh my goodness, I'm going through two different timelines. My goodness, yes, sister-in-law. They went to Tibet with their family, and they went to a nice Tibetan village near the Himalayas, and they brought me back this. And guess what? I have found the official document that goes attached to this. So the singing bowl is made of 7 different metal alloys, and it's built in a way to help, how do you say, alchemize, transmute negative energies, energy that is stuck, ions in the energy that is stuck. This beautiful singing bowl helps to do that. And why does it do that? And how does it do that? Okay, here's a little bit of edutainment for you. Okay, so 7 metal alloys. Right, so we have the gold. It's made of a little bit of gold, which represents the sun. We have silver in there, which represents the moon. We have mercury, which represents Mercury. We have copper, which represents Venus. Iron, which represents Mars. And tin, which represents Jupiter. And finally, lead, which represents Saturn. Now, these singing bowls were original, created or made 3,000 years ago, back to the Bronze Age in China. So what it does, it's said that the iron comes from meteorites. Goodness me, I'm having a bit of a problem with my communication today. It's because I'm jumping 2 different timelines, which I will go to explain this. I will get to that part. Found in the Himalayas mountaintops. So it's Tibetan. And what it does, sometimes it was used as a vessel for food. So you put the food in, and what they would do is praise the heaven, the Father Sky, the Mother Earth, to say thank you for their food. And then they would eat it, and they would feel that the food would be replenished and more nutritious, knowing that it's surrounded with the energy of the 7 planets. At the same time, they would put water in there, and the water would be purified, and then they would drink the water. Which, if you think about it, people nowadays are starting to drink water that has crystals in it. Of course, with the crystals, you have to make sure that you wash the crystal and recharge the crystal by putting it in the sunlight or bathing in the moonlight. So you need to recharge crystals. So what this does, we go like this, and it sets off a lower bass vibration, emits that. So you go around all your room, and you can go all around yourself like this. I won't go on to chakras, not today. And then we have this one. It's a higher frequency. And if you tap it and go around, and what it does is, as that high frequency, it's gathering all the ions, the blocked energy. So if I have a headache, I put this on my 3rd eye on my brow. And if I feel aches and pains, I just draw it from above the crown, right through to the sole of my feet, and then back up again. So that's enough on the singing bowl. And I would suggest, please do get a singing bowl. They come into many different sizes. There's a smaller one and there's a bigger one. And there's a really large one as well. But this is standard. Okay. So that's that one. Now, remember your crystals, selenite. Ooh, what it does, it clears the energy. Clean that screen, get rid of all the stuck energy, all the negative ions. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm a bit quirky, but you know what? It's better to be who you are rather than be a carbon copy of other people. Just be yourself, be authentic, no matter how you come across, as long as you're true in your authenticity. That's what it's about, right? Now, so this is my owl, represents wisdom for me. This is my cobalt blue dragon, represents Protection. Because in my own little world, I believe, and there is no proof of this, okay, it's seen from the unseen, that the archangels and the ascended masters, if we have pets here in this timeline, or furry animal beings, then as above, so below, right? So maybe, just maybe, think about it, ponder it a little bit. Let's say Archangel Michael, who's about protection and voicing out expression. Maybe this blue dragon, this kind of color, belongs to Archangel Michael. Of course, not a miniature like this. It's going to be colossal. So I was thinking, in the way that mythology, we've had mythology dragons, where it's been portrayed as the dragons, dragon keeper dragons that are out breathing fire and destroying villages and taking people, and very dark energy, really. Maybe, just maybe these dragons carry the fire of the color. Like we have the chakra, right? So for example, the throat chakra is a cobalt blue, and it's for expressing your true voice. Therefore, and protection, because your voice you will protect. So the cobalt blue could be Archangel Michael with his blue dragon. And let's say maybe Raphael, who's with a healing green ray, will have a green dragon. How beautiful, because it's as above, so below. Exact opposites, but more colossal and bigger and brighter and lighter. And then we've got 3D. So now I'm going to talk to you. Oh, remember, be authentic, stay in your authentic, be a unicorn, or choose to be, just choose to be what you wish to be, but as long as it represents your true authenticity. Okay, I know I'm babbling on, and I'm really sorry about this, but I need to explain to you what I've been doing. Now, I've been awake since 2012. And what it means by that is that my heart has been awake, the soul has been awake, and I've been on this journey, awakening my soul and my mission. And it's taken a very, very long time. I have been on this mission, especially the spirituality, 7 years. And through my 7 years, which I wrote this book where I've studied spirituality of all different types, and I wrote lots of different notes. So this would be in 2018, right? So this is my little book of wisdom, of ancient knowledge, the little book of golden treasures for the truly awakened from a 3D to a 5D, here living on this planet, Mother Gaia, love and light in the golden age. Years of love and remembrance of the Christ consciousness, meaning the Christ is our higher consciousness. It's a bit much to get around. There's all kinds of books. There's the spirit of Gaia, planet Earth, is already in the 5th dimension. Now the physical part of the planet, the transformation is the physical part of Earth, Gaia. It's not easy, but it's necessary that all harm that you've caused needs to be corrected. So all the harm and toxic that we've done to the planet, that we've done to ourselves, that we've carried throughout all the years and our past lives, for example, it all needs to be transformed, transmuted, and position the energy so that every bit of the planet ascends to the 5th dimension. Isn't that quite crazy? I won't go through all of them because it's a lot to go through. It really is. I've wrote about 13 books. Yeah, this is a bit too, yeah. This is about cosmic beams and violet fire, Archangel Metatron. Oh, wow, that's strange. I was talking about archangels, wasn't I? Oh, wow. So the archangels will teach us how to be an open door for their greater presence fully active in our lives. They offer us, wow, they offer us their mighty protection. Hello, Archangel Michael with the cobalt blue color dragon. Illumination, love, and power. That's super weird, isn't it? That's super eerie in itself. Now, I want to talk to you about this book. This book is called The Teachings for the Fourth Density Aquarian. I was 20 years old. First time for me to go to London, and I went into this old antique shop, really old antique shop. And I was looking around, and I don't normally go into usually it's charity shops, but I was really drawn to this old antique shop. Anyway, I was like 20. Yeah, I was 20. And what happened? Oh my goodness. I was looking, and this dusty book, I mean, it had before a cover and everything, it fell on me, literally fell on me. And I was like, oh. And the owner of the shop, the sole trader, said, young lady, I think you have to take this book. And I said, what? This book? Are you kidding me? What do I want this book for? And he goes, the book has called you. And I went, really? Oh my gosh. Don't forget, I was only 20, very young 20-year-old as well. So what I did, I got the book and I paid, oh my gosh, what was it? I think it was about £2. Yeah, £2. That's all it was, which was, I don't know if it's quite a lot of, no, it wasn't. It was quite cheap. It was £2. And I got this book. I started to read it, and I got the most heavy headache ever. Absolutely heavy. And I just thought, I can't read this. I don't understand a word of what's happening. I mean, it tells you about the chakras. It tells you about the transition. It tells you about the kundalini. It tells you about using love and light for the fourth density of man. Wow. Wow. On top of that, it goes on about spacecraft and karma and man versus humans. Wow. The twins, love and light. So, for example, we go on about our twins. So the twin to light is love. Oh my goodness. So now I recently picked this up, and I'm able now to read it a little bit more and not have that heavy headache, because at 20 years old, the vibration of this book was too much for my mind to take on. I couldn't even read and process it and put it in the subconscious. It was too heavy. But I'm ready for this now. Like, we're all ready for this now. Isn't that amazing? 20 years old. Look, 7th density. 5th density is the blue ray. Goodness me. The 4th density, which is what we're in right now. The 3rd density is the yellow ray. Isn't that weird? And the yellow ray, which is the yellow ray, is the ray of Jesus the Christ, the age of Pisces. So the 75,000 year cycle of 3rd density is the shortest cycle of all densities. This book is called The Teachings for the 4th Density Aquarian by Chief Little Summer and Warm Night Ray, Volume 1. So I'm starting to pick this up now and process it. So I just wanted you to realize, sorry, that's not the word, for you to share. I wanted to share with you my journey spirituality, and the way that, yeah, I do receive downloads, but it's because I've worked on myself, because I've been on this journey from 2012, even before, but I started to awaken 2012, 22nd of December 2012. I woke up. It's in this book, how I was visited from a $2 daughter to a cosmic goddess, how I was visited by a golden cosmic being. Yeah. So there's all kinds of lessons in there, but I was visited and it woke me up. But that, because I was waking up, didn't mean that I was on that path of the master path of love. No, I just opened up my heart and going, oh, there was something more to life. That's where I was at 2012. There's something more to life. And then I came away from all the partying, all the drinks and all that stuff, drink by association, all that stuff. And then it was 2015 when I went to the island of Gozo, just me and my partner at that time. And I was told by Spirit to block everything and everyone and just study spirituality and do uni for maths and English and things to complete my education. So during the day, in the mornings, I would do my spirituality 2 hours a day. And then the afternoon, I would go for a walk, then come back, and then I do my uni for module 1. And then I would then go back to studying Ascended Masters, and then I would have dinner. So that was my life for 5 years. 5 years. Yep. So with the way that everyone's saying, oh, she's a bit this, and I can understand why you all think I'm a bit quirky and I'm a bit, oh, she's on a different planet. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am attuned to certain energies and vibrations, and we all are. But it's very strange and it's very weird when for example, I was in this timeline completely different how the outside world was working, and this is from 2012. So I've been on this journey a long time, and therefore because of this my heart is open. I've worked on the soul language, the soul song, understanding about the divine mission, understanding about the creative genius, the soul heart awakening. I can communicate with people's divine soul, but not me, because I'm connected and I've done the work. You have to do the work. You can't just come in, right, and just say, I'm awakened now, that's it, wow, I've just been awakened, and expect to have your life all changed and expect to have all the downloads. No, you have to earn it. You have to earn this. It's like going to school where you go through all your different grades and you go to uni and you go to your doctorate and things like this. The same is with the way of the master path of love and light. It is exactly the same. And the whole point of it is when you awake, then you start to work on your shadow. Then you start to work on your understanding about the karmics. Then you have to understand about the karmic lessons. Then you have to understand about the previous lessons in previous lives. So, okay. So quantum jumping between two timelines is when you become awake, when you are aware of certain things that have been hidden or that have been told as a mask or a little lie. And it's almost, you can pick up that vibration and that frequency. So let's say You've been used to having a drink, going out with your friends, gossiping, doing all the low vibration, right? So when your heart starts to wake up and you start saying there's more to life, what happens? You jump into a different timeline, because when your heart is awake and your soul and your inner intuition is speaking and connecting to you through signs and synchronicities, what happens then is you can't always stay there because you're not fully awake. Therefore, you jump back to the other timeline, which is about the transitioning from a 3D, from the matrix. So because we're so conditioned, we're going to be jumping through different timelines. However, when we jump from a 3D timeline and go into a higher timeline, what was remembered from that timeline of 3D or of that moment, in that now moment, everything, the event, people, places, the conversation, the energy, because you move into another timeline in that same day, it's difficult to encounter and remember what was said because you were in a different timeline. So, sum it up. Right. So, 3D, low vibration, judging, criticism, blame, gossip, condemnation. We are doing this on an all daily basis. I don't care if you even say, I'm spiritual. I don't do this. I know do. Of course you do, because that's the reason why we're here. We're here because we're in working progress. So what happens when we jump into that timeline of, I'm aware of what I'm saying, I'm aware of what I'm thinking, I'm aware of what I'm doing, I'm aware of what I'm feeling. When we get like this, what happens is all the other stuff that we did of the low vibration, it doesn't get carried to this timeline. What happens is when you're in that 3D, the consciousness of the 5D needs to be activated so that you become more aware. So 5D consciousness goes into 3D, so you're aware. However, 3D consciousness is not allowed in the 5D. But we have the bridge in between, right? And the bridge between is 4D. So the bridge of reckoning is in 4D. So how we can discuss from the 3D for 5D, everything gets leveled, harmonized, alchemized in 4D. It's difficult for it to be alchemized in 3D because it's too heavy entrenched in the lower vibration. So in that middle, if you think of it about the bridge, right? So in the bridge, there's a bridge here, and there's something in the middle. In the middle, which is the balance, is where we will get the reckoning, we'll get the awareness, and where we can, in a safe place, discuss how we can move forward with our mission, with our authenticity, with our true vibration, so we can have vibrational alignment. And the only way for vibrational alignment between a 3D and a 5D is 4D. And 4D right now is here on the physical planet of Mother Earth. However, she's a planetary organic being, and she is now in 5D consciousness above and beyond. So we're all moving up. Animals are going from a 2D conscious to a 3D. They're starting to wear things that are more, they're becoming more humanoid, right? And 3D humans, some are awakening and moving on to 4D. Some have been working on and they're on 5D, which are they're called the way showers. But at the end of the day, no one is better than anyone else. We are all here to learn, to listen, to respect, to love, not to judge, and to give gratitude and forgiveness. Okay, I'm going way over. I can see I'm going way over. Wow, that was deep, wasn't it? That was deep. Oops, sorry, that's my northern accent coming out. Let's just take a moment. Process. If you ask me what right now, if I can remember what I said, honestly, I can't. I'm really glad Dr. Jacqueline has this all on record with the TV show, because honestly, if you ask me to recapture this and talk about this in another timeline, in another frame, will I be able to remember it all? Maybe some key points, but all of it? No, I won't. Because I enjoy singing, I enjoy writing. I'm a very creative person. I give a lot of love when I go out. I start my day being grateful in every way. I go out and even though I have my phone on silent, I look around. And I take in the beauty of life. I take in the beauty of nature. I take in the beauty of people's energy. Okay, they might be having a bad day or might not be smiling at me. Doesn't mean I'm going to be smiling at them, because they'll think I'm a real raving nutter. Yeah, if you're going, happy, they'll think, okay, let's avoid this one like the plague. Ah, how wonderful. So before closing out, quantum jumping between two timelines. Remember, summarizing, right? Real quick. 3D, you can't have a 5D in a 3D timeline. It ain't gonna happen. It's just not part of the universe plan. It's too different. 3 and 5, hello, no. So we have to have the middle, 4D. And 4D, everything is sorted out. Everything is all transmuted, transformed. That's when we go into our cave and go into hermit mode. Not in a 3D. What happens? Okay, let's say we've done all this 3D behavior, toxic behavior. We could have dealt with that situation with people, places, and events at that time better, but we don't realize it until we go into 4D. So then we timeline, jump quantum, and go into 4D. Then we have the reasoning. Then we have the understanding. Then we have the openness to learn, to listen, to observe. Now, when you're in a 5D, 3D doesn't exist in a 5D because you've sorted it already out in the 4D. So you jump, boop, quantum jump to your 5D, where you have love, light, abundance, unity, co-creating from the unseen world and manifesting into physicality, into a 4D physicality, not a 3D physicality, because if it was a 3D physicality, you'd also be open to the flip side of that manifestation. So when that manifestation comes in, it comes in, as long as it's from your heart, it's going to manifest in the 4D. If it's not from your heart and it's from ego, it's going to manifest in your 3D. And if it manifests in your 3D, then you've got the lower vibrations of judging, blame, gossip. And that's the reason why we are attracting that lower vibration, because we are manifesting from a 3D mind shift. Woo! Okay. Me, I'm a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. La, 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 la. I'm a unicorn. Will you be a unicorn? Let's be unicorn together. All right. I'm the author of Star Child here, which I'm in the process of putting this into a nice musical. So I'm me and my team were looking to take some time. I also have the Colours of the Voice. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's my website. The lovely Dr. Jacqueline is just showing my website, the mission that I'm on. And I've even worked a few courses and everything. And I'm looking forward to the Goddess Code VIP, which I will show you another time for that. It's not on there. It's not on there. And also, I'm on this fabulous book here, Broadcast Brilliance. This is the mothership of the media, TV and radio. This really is. I'm in there. Oh my goodness, I've just opened exactly on that point. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy? Well, it's not. It's meant to be. So there's 30 of us in here, I believe, on the mothership. All TV hosts, and we're always welcoming new TV hosts. Please do get in touch with Dr. Jacqueline on the usaglobaltv.com. And on there, you'll be able to find the book and find how you can become a host yourself, so you can host your brand. And you can be part of this. I'm sure there'll be a book too. I have the strong feeling there definitely will be a book too. But it's amazing being on the mothership. And the mothership gives you so many opportunities where elsewhere it wouldn't. Oh. So please do. I would love anyone to connect with me who feels, my goodness, what's going on with this world? Why have all of a sudden I'm going for this decision, and then on a whim's notice I'm changing, or suddenly that person's triggering me and I'm wondering, why are they triggering me? What's going on here? How come I can't deal with the same people and places and eating habits? How come I'm changing? What is going on? We're going from a carbon, oh yeah, that's another thing. We're going from a carbon dense body, which is 3D, to transcending like a butterfly. We're going more a lighter crystalline body embodiment, which we are doing all that work in 5D, ready to fly. Oh, fly in 5D. All right, so I guess it's time now to close out very soon. So I want to say thank you. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you for allowing me to share with you this passionate spiritual journey, heart-filled, heart-centered journey that I'm on, and that we are all on as a collective heart consciousness, and that there is no script. It's pure download. And like I said, after the show, if you ask me, what did she talk about? Or what did I talk about? I'll have no clue. No clue. The fullness of it, I won't. So that's why Talking Heads is really important, because it's recording. It's in the archives. It's in the archives forever, whether it's for this timeline or the future timeline. Who knows? Before I go, just want to say thank you to our viewers of USA Global TV and Radio. Thank you to E360 TV viewers. And thank you to our producer, Chief of Operations, and the mother of the mothership, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Without the mother, then the mothership would not have even landed. She's truly chosen. Truly, truly chosen. And everyone that comes on board the mothership are magnetized because they feel a calling. So if you feel a calling, connect with Dr. Jacqueline. And please, if you feel a calling in your life, what is your mission? What's going on? Please do connect with me on LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok. Please do connect with me. I am known as the Soul Heart Awakener, Goddess Code VIP, a TV host for the Film and Music Show, and also a TV host, an expert TV host for the Talking Heads series. Thank you. I will see you next Monday. Meantime, enjoy, be loved, be happy, be alive, and remember, light has a twin, and that's love. See you next week. Bye.
Ever dreamed of hosting your own TV show, sharing your story with a global audience? Now's your chance to shine. At USA Global TV and Radio, we make it easy for you to create, host, and broadcast your very own TV show. Whether you're a storyteller, entrepreneur, or industry expert, we help you bring your vision to life. With our exclusive interview, live streaming, and podcasting training, you'll gain the skills and confidence to captivate your audience. Our global platform ensures your voice is heard worldwide. Join our community of creators who are already making an impact, one show at a time. Step into the spotlight. Host your own TV show on USA Global TV and Radio. Book your discovery call today at usaglobaltv.com. Copyright 2025 USA Global TV and Radio. All rights reserved. Terms and conditions apply. To learn more, visit usaglobaltv.com.
USA Global TV and Radio, home of the YouTube Silver Creator Award, proudly presents Just the Thing for Your Ring. Introducing the patented Ring Thing. Your premium personal ring holder to keep your ring safe, nearby, and avoid loss.
The Ring Thing just got smarter. Add your logo and an NFC tag that opens to your website with one tap. Waterproof, inner padding, and now a forever business card.
Just the thing for your ring. Scan the QR code seen here to learn more about Ring Thing or place your order. Follow Ring Thing on Instagram at ring_thing_ or go to our website ringthing.com.
From the magical world of the amazing adventures of Lady Ella comes a heartwarming new journey filled with kindness, courage, and compassion. Lady Ella, the beloved ladybug and listening mentor, is back, and this time she is not alone. Meet her brave and thoughtful brother, Lord Jack. Together, they take flight on their very first kindness adventure. Along the way, they meet 3 new friends in need: a duck feeling discouraged, a mouse struggling to be understood, and a busy little bee who's completely lost. But with the power of elevated listening and simple acts of kindness, Lady Ella and Lord Jack show us how understanding and empathy can make the biggest difference in someone's day. Written by Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, the listening mentor, this 9th book in the best-selling Lady Ella series teaches children ages 5 to 10 the essential skills of listening, kindness, and etiquette. Now available for pre-order on Amazon. Scan the QR code and order your copy today.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA Global TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.